Out to South Memphis, where the EPA is hearing from neighbors about the Clean Air Act and how it relates to their worries about chemical emissions coming from a medical sterilization facility. Turns out Memphis is one of 23 cities at highest risk of disease from this chemical used by that plant. Zaria Oates attended the first of two meetings and says much of the discussion centered around what now?
While the building behind me might look like a regular old brick building, it's actually acting as a double-edged sword here in Memphis, and it could be impacting thousands of lives.
We are participating in a community meeting being led by the Environmental Protection Agency, or the EPA, to make sure that the community is aware of a business that emits a substance called ethylene oxide, or ETO.
On one hand, ethylene oxide sterilizes medical instruments so patients can be treated with clean scalpels and ventilators. But on the other hand, exposure to the chemical emissions from the facility can cause cancer.
What we do know about ETO is that in other communities across the country, they have found a higher incidence of cancer in communities that are affected by this substance, usually blood cancers like leukemia, or breast cancer or stomach cancer.
So people can either be more at risk because they're exposed to more ETO, and this happens, hypothetically, might happen to someone who works at one of these facilities, right? Because they're around a higher amount of ETO for a good part of their day.
And one Memphian said this has already been an issue at the facility.
I used to work there at SST, and I quit about like 3 weeks ago because of the pollution and what's going on. And they say it got signs posted and everything in there that said it's caused reproductive cancer.
We'll keep you updated as the EPA continues to monitor those emissions coming from the sterilization facility and as they continue to have open conversations with community members. In Memphis, I'm Zaria Oates.